Good morning. Why would a magnificent created creature leave the safety of its surroundings, its tranquil surroundings at times, and turn around and swim upstream against the current, traversing waterfalls and many perils, and sometimes having to travel many hundred miles to find the place where it was born, with a sole purpose to sometimes having to lay its life down to perpetuate its species. Well, welcome. My name is Windt to Timeout. And this morning I want to tell you a true story. It's not my story, it's the story of the salmon fish. And I thought it's a great analogy about truth in our lives. The salmon fish is a magnificent fish that finds itself growing up in freshwater streams, and when at a certain age it knows it has to go swim down to the ocean to really get to become mature, it starts to take on board what the scientists call almost like smells that it has about its surroundings, and stores it in a memory bank, almost like a GPS plotter, to find its way back. And then when it gets to the ocean and it grows, that fish grows up one day. That inner urge in it tells it it's time to go back. And then that salmon, the scientists say it uses the Earth's magnetic fields as a compass to guide it in which estuary to swim up. And then it starts to turn around. It starts to swim against the current. It starts to transverse those waterfalls. And if you've ever watched them, sometimes they have to jump out of the water to get over that waterfall. And many fish, they hit their heads on the rock, they die, they bleed, they try again. And many of them don't make it, they drown. But many get over there. And they say they can swim up to 900 miles to find that place, to meet that urge of where they came from. And in the process, they lose weight because they stop eating in this journey. And they even change color. And it's said that they even grow horns to fulfill this journey that they need to be on. And when they get there, that place, it's uncanny. It's almost where they came from, exactly there. They also lay their eggs, fertilize them, so that their species can be perpetuated. And then, because of the journey that has exhausted them, oftentimes they can't get back to the ocean. They're just too tired and they die, or somebody eats them. And you know, it made me think about certain people in life. You know, they're living in the tranquil surroundings and safety where they are. One day, they have this inner urge to go back, to find something that's meaningful in their lives. And they turn around and they start to swim upstream against the current, against the popular belief of what's good for them, against what is common sense sometimes. They do it because they have this conviction, this urge in their life. And they hit those waterfalls just like that fish. And they also bleed. And sometimes they get bruised. But they take that leap of faith. And eventually they get over that waterfall. The first, the second, the third. And sometimes they have to travel many, many miles. And yes, maybe they also lose weight. Maybe they also change color, because the journey really causes them to be exhausted. And when they find that place, that redemptive spot where they know that's the place they're going to make a difference at, that's the place that they are meant to be at, that's the place that they were always called to end at. You see, those people in life are the ones that pave the way and live a simple life and give everything they've got and swim up the current and face those perils of life. People that want to take them out, the bears, the fishermen in their nets to eat them, the eagles to snatch them out. And those people arrive eventually at their redemptive spot so that they can make a difference. And sometimes they even give their whole lives for that. Now I want to say to you this morning, imagine that person being you. My name is Jack Windt. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next week.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song.